So excited to have the opportunity to comment on both of your work. It resonates so much with a lot of my own thinking and interests, and it's just exciting. It's exciting stuff you're both doing for young people who are K-12 after school and for people in higher education. So I'm going to go through some of my insights and puzzles that I gleaned from your discussions. So, Lauren, I'm really excited about all the collaboration that comes into play at your school. It seems like there's multiple schools working together. There's corporate partners coming in, and even though it seems like ideas might bubble up from one young designer, they're so scaffolded and supported along the way by other folks. There's so much resonance with distributed and group and collaborative orientations towards creativity that I see there, and systems-based approaches to creativity. It seems like these young people are working within systems and understanding those systems, and that connects a lot to the design thinking piece. And I know from my experience working with the design thinking a little bit, there's this concept of human-centered design, where part of the design thinking process is understanding the perspectives of multiple users. How will multiple people use this product? And I think that's great to kind of consider that authentic experience. It's also really interesting, though, the project that I work on at PZ called Agency by Design is we've looked at this concept of different user perspectives, and we have a problem with the word user, because there are individuals that interact within a system, and not all of them are users. It's a very designer perspective to kind of say, who will use my stuff? But what are the other people that engage in the system who aren't the users? So I'm excited by that. And I also like this idea of kind of make to know and know to make, and kind of the puzzles and the struggle, like what is it about making that is beneficial? And the Agency by Design project, that's what we look at. We look at the intersection of the maker movement, design thinking, and extant Project Zero frameworks around thinking and learning. And we spoke to a lot of maker educators, and we said, what are your big outcomes for your students? And they all said that they wanted their students to look around in the world and say, I can do that. I can make that. I don't have to buy that. I can make one of those. And we translated that to mean agency. And agency seen through the lens of making, we call maker empowerment. This idea of having a sensitivity to the design of objects and systems with an inclination and a capacity to make, tinker, redesign, and hack. And that's kind of what I think is one of these core exciting outcomes of making. So that's my piece there. And then Gerald, I really enjoy 826 models. You and I first met at 826 Valencia. Every writing center, every creativity organization should have a pirate store in the front or some kind of superhero store or something like that. It's such a great part of that work, and it emphasizes the importance of environment, tools, technology, but also people. It's such a socially oriented organization, and that you have all of these influences coming in from your really professional level volunteers who fuel the work of the young people and the ideas and the work that they develop there. Also, and this is something that comes out of the maker movement a lot, an emphasis on play, fun, whimsy. What would it mean to bring that kind of emphasis into public school education, where you don't have to go to the after-school session where they have the pirate store? And what would play, fun, and whimsy look like in our K through 12 education, and not just in our arts classes, but in our science classes and in our math classes and all our classes? And what would it mean to bring all those classes together? And last thing, you said the same thing too. You said, one of the things, when the grumpy editor's howling at the kids saying, you can't do it, what do they say? Of course we can. So maybe agency, this whole idea that I can do that, is something that we can take away from participating in arts education or idea development experiences. So those are my comments and stuff. I really enjoyed your presentations. Thanks, guys.